Let's go. Let's turn you down just a little bit so people can hear me. There we go. Better. Hopefully. Anyway. Oh, I gotta go tilt this. Hang on. And apparently, I literally went back to the same day. Good job, me. I went back to the exact same day. That's kind of funny, really. It does seem pretty lively. Mm. I don't know if I have anything he wants. Let's go find out. Hi, dude. Do I have fossils? I don't think I have fossils. No thanks. Yeah. Nope. Let's go see Brewster and have coffee. Brewster! Brewster, can I have coffee? Please? Hi. I'll take some. Yes, please. Thanks, Brewster. Scorching. Thanks, Brewster. Do. Everybody's sleeping. That's okay, we don't mind. I think you're gonna be a black bass, and I don't want to deal with you right now. Whee! Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot I can't go that way. Rude. Okay, did I... Hi, Pico. Yeah. Oh no! No! My golden net went away. Ah! I broke my net. I gotta freaking catch that green bug over there. Dude. What poop? What poop is this? I broke my net, and it was my golden net, too. No. Thank you. Oh, that is a big ass honeybee. I don't know if I already had one of these. Nope. I did. I don't. I just put it all away. I can't believe I freaking. I'm so dumb. Oh well. Make a donation. Him. Have a bug. No, thank you. See, I set my calendar back because it's been a while since I played. And I ironically put it on the exact same last day I played. Who? I have a house like that's in the middle of moving. See, I'm trying to decide between sidewalks. We have wooden sidewalk, and we have brick sidewalk. I think I'm liking the brick better, honestly. What I need to do is just Hey, Lav! We're trying to figure out if I messed up my day. Like, if I need to go forward one day. Because this is going to be a little... There's... Cherry. Ah! Message retracted. My dog is being an asshole. I need money. Whee! There we go. Because I don't know if I've already moved a house. I might have, but we're gonna find out. Doo-doo. I found the cutest code. It's for a Starduck. He does. He's being a butt. What layout changes? Okay, see? I did. I moved the campsite. That's right. I moved the campsite up. I'm good. I moved the campsite up by Anka's house. Up by the excavation pit that I'm going to be making. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming tonight because Christina is not home and that's why I'm streaming. So We're going to stream as long as we can before she gets home. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know if she's out door dashing, what's going on, but she's not home. And I feel good. So I was like, I'm going to stream for a little bit. And I touched base with my son. He's not playing anything online. And so I got to play. Well, hello there, Miss Robin. How are you? Chevre is so cute. See, okay, I don't know how to make a poll. I'm just going to ask because there's only 3 of you here. I am definitely like I'm going to show you everything I've done already. And my shop just got bigger. So I've been here at least 22 days. But the kicker is this is not my preferred map. And I really, really want to start over and get the map I actually want. Now, this map had this going for it. It was cool. I could do a cross intersection and put resident services over here and put the museum over here. Yes, see? And then I have all of my fruits and veg and my tiki bar. That's literally, those are my 2 builds. The museum and my tiki bar. And so, and my golden net just broke. And so I take that as a sign from God that this island is cursed. Because it broke right before a Raja's birdwing went flying past me. Which is just rude if you think about it. And then I did this up here. Hang on. I'll show you this too. And then this is going to be Acnh and the dig site. Whee! And see, there's the little campsite up there. But this was going to be like all of my dinosaurs and stuff. Like, I can redo the tiki bar. I've done it on like 5 islands. I actually have oh, what the hell is it called? I have an order bot list for it to make it. But yeah, I was just thinking, I don't like this. I like when my resident services lines up with my airport. And then I can do like a road around it and go off in all 4 directions. Does that make sense? So like resident services would be right here. And then the road would just go like that. And I'm not happy. So I think I'm going to. We're going to do it. Which one? The dirt road one? Hang on. That's a good point. I need to copy my codes and take a picture of them. Like my favorites. Hi, Ouija. Are you talking about the dirt road code, Robin? Or the other one? The brick one? Because he has like a ton. And they match every in-game. Like this is his match to resident services. Or do you mean this one? That's mine. Honey, you can find that under Des Baby Yoda. And it goes, it's not just two lanes. Like, you can do it to 3 or 4 lanes. I do it on 2. I got sick of not having a dirt road path that was only 2 wide. And so I followed one of April's, this was the first one I made using one of April's tutorials, was this road. The other one you'll see here in a second. I'm just going to show you the name of it. Every code I make is under this name. These ones are so that if you do the outside, you can make it as wide as you want. Like, so for a 3-lane road, these are the middle lane outside lanes. For the 2-lane road, these are the sides. And then this. I made this too. It was my first wooden idea. And then I have my clothes, which is where the name comes from, Des Baby Yoda. Because I put Baby Yoda on everything. But I want to see who I have favored. That's what I want. There we go. Because my sidewalk comes from Alex. And I want to make sure I have him saved. There we go. Did you get a screenshot, Robin? I'll just put it in chat, Mama. Or I'll give it to you on Discord. Hang on. I know you're in April's. Aren't you? I will find you as soon as I disable streamer mode. Are you the same on Discord as you are on YouTube, Robin? Or are you something else? Woman, how can I find you? I can't find you! Find me on April's and send me one. Send me a thing and I'll give it to you. Okay, I gotta go back up. Now what was I doing? Oh yeah, data management. Okay. Delete save data. Yes. Close it because we are about to delete it. Dun, dun, dun! I've literally been sitting here thinking about doing this for since I was in the hospital. And we are going to take date and time back to what it is. There we go. There you are. Okay. Oh, dude, I had you. How did I not? I don't know. There you go. I don't know. I don't know how I didn't. You weren't on the list. You weren't on my list, woman. I must have closed it at some point. I do that sometimes. I close a bunch of them because I get 50,000 open and I'm like, I don't know who anybody is. You know what I gotta get? Oh, well, hello there. I want to get, is Moonlight Peaks on Switch? Because if so, I want to get it for Switch. Because I don't have a controller for my computer. And it won't let me re-keybind the keyboard to where I can use it properly. So. Welcome, Mara. Welcome, Shiloh. Welcome, Raven. Welcome, Ido. Yay! Welcome. There is no way in hell I can say your name, but hello. Welcome, Raiders. Robin and Lavender and Jules convinced me, because it was so hard to do, that I should just restart because I want a specific map, and I wasn't happy with what I had. Hi there, Grandma. How do I say your name, sweetheart? Give it to me phonetically and I'll try to remember. Oh, I could call you G, but I don't think that's correct at all. Gigi? Wait, seriously? We just started, like, 20 minutes ago. I will have to look into how much Moonlight Peaks is for Switch, and I'm going to try to get it. Because I want to play it. It looks fun. Oh, don't be a sad face. Hey, I have a yellow hat. We like yellow. That's not too shabby. But our eyes are brown. And sleepy. Well, and I have the free demo on Steam, Mara, but I can't remap the key bindings so I can play it with the keyboard. It won't let me, for some reason, reset them. Is the free download on Switch? The free download's only on Steam, right? Alright, is our map here? Our map is not here. Although, ironically, I said I want my... I want my thing to line up. This map right here is one of the ones where Resident Services lines up with my brain just fried with the airport. So if you're looking for one that's not a 2 south, this is the map that you want. It has the Heart Pond and the 2 norths. That's not the one I want, though. Mine has it lined up almost in the heart of the island, and it's in the C block. It's like C3, so it's right in the middle. I want, sweetheart, I don't speak Japanese. He's gone. Or at least hidden. I will download it then. I will download it to Switch tonight. Because I didn't realize that there was a demo on Switch. Because I'd been wanting to play it for a while. which I don't speak. Let me rephrase that. None of the Mandarin I know is appropriate for mixed company. How's that? And I don't read it. None of what I know in many languages is appropriate for mixed company. We are sleepy, Grandma. I remember when I was in high school, it was so funny. We had a Russian exchange student named Better. And one day, he and I were walking up the hall. And somebody was picking on him. And he turned around and started screaming at him in Russian. And it sounded horrible. It sounded like, I'm going to rip your head off. I'm going to poop down your throat. I'm going to do horrible things. Right? And the principal, of course, immediately grabs him and goes, you can't talk like that here. And meanwhile, Mrs. Osborne, our Spanish and French teacher, is laughing hysterically in the corner. And she follows us into the office because he grabbed both of us because I was with him. And I thought, oh God, we're going to get in trouble. And she comes in the office and the principal is really pissed. She's like, what do you think is so funny about that kind of language? And she goes, he yelled a bread recipe. He yelled the bread recipe. But because it was in Russian, nobody knew what he was saying. And it sounded so mean. She goes, he didn't cuss once. So we couldn't get in trouble. It was great. And the teacher couldn't even tell him he had to speak English because we had multiple languages in that high school. We had people speaking Spanish. We had people speaking English. We had people speaking Korean all day long among the students. So he couldn't be like, well, you can't speak Russian. But because nobody else spoke Russian, it sounded really bad. And I was like, that is the best thing I ever heard. I used to know the whole recipe in Russian. I don't anymore. But like to yell at somebody, yeah. Russian, German, any of the Slavic languages, they're perfect for it. Because they sound really mean if you don't know what you're saying, but they're being saying. Can you imagine pointing your finger at somebody and then you mix the dough and then you pound the dough and then you add the butter? It must be cold. They'd be like, what? What are you doing? We're going to find our island. I don't know if we're going to find it today, but we're going to do our best because we like to know. I wish this is the one thing I don't like about, like, one of the very few things I don't like about Animal Crossing New Horizons as opposed to New Leaf is New Leaf, it showed you 4, and then you could be like, I don't like any of them, and it would show you 4 more, and you didn't have to do this every time. I'm a girl. Look, it's me when I was like 12. Do we know anybody who uses the triangle nose? I really don't have that Igualaquin, whatever it's called, nose. I got a pug nose. Why is Timmy's nose higher on his face than Tommy's? That's just wrong. I play sometimes. I still have my 3DS. My favorite Pokemon games are all on the 3DS. I don't Far more than anything on the Switch. My favorite rescue game is on 3DS. No. I don't have a theme. I'm building it. I don't want to do like I don't want to tie myself in. Like I will probably on the one that we just restarted. I was gonna do I had like 4 cubs just randomly, just from like 3 or 4 cubs. So I was gonna stick them all in one area. I had Anka, so I put her up on the hill next to the excavation pit, and was gonna do all of that dirt, and then I put the campsite up there. It's kind of like a small town with other areas. It'll be a small town for sure, but it'll just have other areas too. And since I'm gonna do this island does not make for me to make a T crossroad like I did on the old one. I probably will not make a big museum. I will set him over by the excavation pit and do like a flower and bug research area over there. I just want to do. I have a list of builds that I want to do. But there's no real. It's not. Oh well, this is. They're all themed to this. Like I like having a tiki bar, which I'll probably build again. I'm gonna do my fish market. The builds I've been working on, and then maybe I might do another wetland if I get any ducks, because I really liked how that turned out. And then when I was doing the 4 seasons, was that what that challenge was? 4 seasons island. I had finished my wetlands and my desert, and most of my alpine forest before I gave up on it. And I was like, and we're done. And so I might do those again because I liked them. My goal is to actually finish the island, which like to the point where I get a DA. And I know I'm not going to do that unless I have the right map. And so I was like, I gotta restart for this, the actual map I want. I only like 2 maps total. There are 2 maps that I will enjoy building on. But there's only 1 map I want to do if I'm going to full DA. Which is funny because if you look at my DAs I have, it's the same map as 3 of them. So, I mean, it's kind of obvious that that's my map of choice. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. It's not there. Yeah, it's going to be Grandma Core. At some point, I'm going to do a black and white island. Not this one, but at some point, I have it in my head. I want to do a black and white island, and I have, like, I already know which villagers and stuff I want. I've got it all in a little. I make PowerPoints because they make it easy. So, yeah. I go through and I'm like, this is what I want to do. I still need to actually do Kodiak, and I haven't done that either. So, okay, Ouija, thank you for lurking, honey. I appreciate you. No! No! You know, this is actually a lot easier to do now that I use the little 4-direction pad and not the circle pad, because I used to try to use the keyboard, do the keyboard with my left thumb, and I shake, so I would always hit the wrong button. So now I use the little 4 north, south, east, west things to do it. Why do I always gotta make me so damn white? Yippee. Wee. So exciting. Our groceries finally got here. They were really late. They were supposed to be here this morning. That's okay. They got here eventually. They called, to be fair, they did call me and say there was a problem with the truck. And I was just like, okay, bring me my stuff this afternoon. That's fine. Because they were like, we're sending another truck out now to do the deliveries. And I was like, would it be easier for you guys to just bring me in the afternoon truck? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, that's fine, honey. I felt so bad for them. But they knew that there was going to be people that were getting groceries this morning that were like, most of the people on their delivery list are like old or homebound. And so they knew there was a really good chance they were going to have no food at all in their house. And so they were literally sending out Sparks drivers to deliver their stuff. And I was just like, no, you don't have to do that with me, sweetheart. I said, are you guys going to be running a truck this afternoon? Yeah, okay, we'll just send mine then. Okay. I'm like, it's not world ending. I'm not going to starve to death between now and this evening. We're good. We've got ramen and we've got rice and we've got salsa. We are good. Really, that's all you need to survive. Some of these little old ladies don't do their shop until they're like, I have nothing. My house is completely bare. Well, that's stupid, because if there's an emergency or something goes wrong at the store, what are you going to do? Hey, that's my favorite shirt. I don't like that it comes with green shoes. That's okay. I need my wee woo mouth. There we go. How was Red Dead Redemption? Was that what he was playing? That's what I was playing, I think, right? When I went to nap? Nope. He was cattle ranching? He was playing Red Dead, wasn't he? Or was he playing something else? I can just see him trying to catch cows. Dude, I got a cabbage and a ham for tomorrow to make like in a crock pot. Oh, I'm so excited. And it's rainy, so it's perfect. That is hysterical. I bet that was fun to watch. I was just so tired. I had to lay down for an hour. I was like falling asleep during the family round of meal. I just wasn't. Oh my goodness. Look at those eyeballs. They're scary. Yeah, I was pooped. Well, it's because I had that mediation. I don't know if you were in April's stream earlier today. But like at 10, I was like, I have a mediation call coming. I want to go. Have a great rest of the stream. I love you guys. Bye-bye. So I had stayed up because normally I doze for a little bit. Because I thought that hang on. I've blocked this number like 10 times. What the hell? Okay. Okay, well, like 10 o'clock, I was like, okay, I gotta go. I have a mediation call coming. It was for Medicaid. And I got off. I closed YouTube so you know there's no background noise or nothing. 10 o'clock happens. My phone doesn't ring. What the heck? They're usually like right on top of it. 10:05, I look at my calendar. It's not till 1. Oh, I was so mad. Okay, Robin, you get some sleep, sweetheart. And I will keep looking for an island. If I don't follow one, I'll look for one again tomorrow or the next day. I will not keep hunting off stream. I will hunt on stream. And so by then, you know, April was done, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna lay down and sleep for an hour. So I only slept from like 11:30 to 12:30, and that was my only nap today. And usually I take like 2 or 3 3-hour naps throughout the day. But for some reason, I'm wide awake, and I was like, I don't hurt precipitously more than normal, and I'm awake. I'm gonna stream. I asked my son. I said, hey, are you playing any of your online games? And he said no, and my PCA isn't here. And I was like, it's a sign from God. I am to stream. So here I am. My name is, and my birthday is she's actually pretty close to. I used to always do this with my hair red. You will know. There will be signs when I dye my hair again. I may not talk about it, but you will know. Because I will not be gray in my game anymore. Ah! Hang on. Hang on. Gotta find my pliggy. There it is. My vape just died. No. It's okay. I have my backup one. Whee! We live in the northern hemisphere. I'm so glad. It's been raining this week. I'm so excited. That sounds horrible, but like when it's 70 outside, inside my trailer it's 90, and it's been like 76 the last 2 weeks. So my trailer's been close to 100 every day, and it's horrifying. And so it's finally cooled off, and I think that's probably why I feel better, because it's not so hot. I warned you guys, I don't do well in the summer. It's like I stop existing in the summer. You were like, where'd you go? I was sleeping the whole time. they're sending me to a diabetic specialist. And I told my PCA, or my PCP, I told Stacy, I said, I'll go. I said, but if they're just going to talk out their butts and do nothing more than you do now, I'm not staying over there. I will just come back to you. And she's like, that's fine. Because I was just like, they can't do anything for me. There's no special thing they can do for me. I'm not going to waste my time adding another doctor to my list of doctors just to have one. I already have a neurologist who watches my neuropathy, so it's not like I even need them for that. Alright, I have a Nyla shirt. Just good luck. The Nyla shirt is good luck. Come on, give us our island. I need to get a duck because I found the cutest codes. They're called Starducks. And it's the grocery bag and a little sign. It's so cute, you guys. I was like, oh my god. Let me see if I can. I'm going to see if I can show it to you. Hang on. I don't know how to do this. Can I open just a file? Image. Add a new image. Browse. Aha! I figured it out. Hang on. Documents? No, not documents. Pictures. Where did I put it? It is so cute, you guys. Look at this. Look at it! Look how cute! Isn't that hysterical? I love it so much. I'm just like, I have to put this in my game somewhere. Isn't it adorable? Somebody on Facebook posted it, and I immediately copied it and saved it into my codes folder, and I was just like, that is the cutest thing ever. None of those are the right one. I have an entire folder of codes that I want to try and use, and like that I love, and then I end up using like one or two and not ever finishing the island. I think because I was in the hospital, that last island, I lost my momentum for it. I was just like, eh. This island, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm only going to do it on stream. Because when I do that, I lock myself in. And then if I can't stream, I can't play. And it really frustrates me. And so I will play it both on and off stream. Because I still want to stream things like Fabledom and now Moonlight Peaks. So... No, ma'am. My name is not Karen. Sailor Sally wants to sail. Give her an island. She'll be so excited. Oh, Did you at least get your ice cream made? Or were you making it in DDV? I don't think I've ever held my Switch 2 in my hands and played it. It's been on its dock since the day I got it. Oh no! Poor baby. I'm sorry. See, even when I play, like when I'm watching somebody else, if I'm playing, I have a pop out on OBS that, like, you know, where you tell it to show you whatever it's called, enable source projector. I pop that out and just make it small and stick it in the top left corner, and I'll watch them and play at the same time. Yeah, I think maybe I have once. I took it in the house with me, and I was gonna play, and I think I played for like 5 minutes, and then I was like, okay, I can't see this worth, so I'm just not gonna do this. I mean, I can see it better than I could see the Switch Lite I had before. Don't get me wrong. But, uh-oh, I think she's home, you guys. Oh. No. That is not her. That's somebody in a black car, so I don't have to worry about it. I will stop streaming for Christina, my PCA, who owns the property I'm on. And even then, half the time, I'll just send her a text and be like, hey, are you scrolling your phone or are you watching TV? But I really don't care if anybody else in the house can watch TV. Only Christina. Oh, see, my computer screen is a 57-inch TV that's 4.5 feet from my bed. Maybe 5 feet. And so, because I'm in my bed 24 hours a day. If I'm not like gone to the doctor or whatever, if I'm in my house, I'm either sitting down or laying down on my bed. I actually don't know how big my TV is. I think it's 57 because I don't think it's 6 foot corner to corner, but it's pretty close. Well, I mean, under my bed is where the couch would be, but it's folded down and then my mattresses are on top of it, so... We have a very small thing. Oh, well, there's nowhere else for me to sit. I mean, is what it comes down to, is my bed. That's it. And then I lean with my back against the window. I have an itty bitty house. I have a 35-foot fifth wheel. So, it's an itty bitty house. And we don't have the sliders out. Which actually works better for me because I can see the TV better. Because what the slide out would be, my bed would slide backwards another 3-ish feet. And then it's actually hard for me to read the screen at that point. Wait till after October when I buy an actual comfy mattress. Because right now I don't have one. You don't want to lay on my bed? I have one of those cheap spring mattresses from Walmart that's like $89. And but it was a mattress, and I'm not gonna shit on it. It's doing its best. It can't help the fact that I'm a fat girl and I can feel the springs. It's doing its best to put up with all the weight that's on it. Bless the little mattress. And then when Christina changed out her bed, she gave me one of her king box springs. You know how they're twin bed wide. So then I had a box spring, which was great because my bed used to sink in the middle because of the arms of the couch. And so I now have a box spring underneath my spring mattress, which is great. And it made a way. It's like 6 inches longer than the bed. So I have one of those, you know, those little square, those square shelving units you can get where you can slide a little box in and out of them. I have one of those, 4 of those sitting on the front of the box spring. So it's the headboard to my bed. It works great. I was very excited by it. Yes. But when the dividend comes, I want to get one of those 8-inch memory foams. That's firm at the bottom and memory foam on top. And they have those at Walmart too. And for a twin, they're only like $200. So I'm hoping to get one of those. But I am a big girl, so I cannot get just the memory foam mattress because it will collapse, and I really don't want to be sleeping right on top of the box spring. So I have to get one that's half mattress, half memory foam. Mm-hmm. That's the weird part. I literally will be putting a it's not 2x4, but it's like a flat, like the piece of wood they put on the top of a box of a bunk bed so that the mattress can sit on it. That piece of wood is going to be between the box spring and my mattress. Because I can't have it too soft or it hurts, but I can't have it completely super firm because then my joints freeze up. So I have to buy like a firm mattress, extra firm, and then put the toppers on it. You know what I'm talking about? The little soft squishy toppers on it. And my other condition, my other thing I have to keep in mind is if my bed gets too tall, Ruskin can't get on it. So we have to be careful about how much topper I get so that my poor dog can jump on my bed and jump down from my bed without hurting himself. And he's getting old, so at this point we're picking him up and putting him on the bed and picking him up and putting him down. But he will jump down regardless. And so I have to be careful. He doesn't understand he's old. He just understands he's alive. So he's like, I'm still going to do all these things that I used to do. And I'm just like, dude, your bones and joints can't handle that anymore. The yellow is kind of cute. At least it matches. Give me my island. He has been looking for an hour. Where do I live now? North America. I still have to cut the ham, but it's like pre-sliced. Honey, there's no room to put anything like that in here. And for it to be tall enough to get onto the bed, I have to get on the bed like I'm mounting a horse. Let's just say that. And I'm 6 foot. So. Yes, exactly, Mira. I'm like, sir, you're old. You're going to break something. And mine's old enough, like he's 14. They won't do surgery on him. If something catastrophic happens, they would just put him down. They won't put him under anesthesia anymore. All right, Ouija. We may still be here. Especially because this breed doesn't do well with anesthesia to begin with. And he's older than any of the other big ones have made it to. So I think he's one of the oldest they've had that was this size. Because the little ones can live to be like 17, 18 years old. Because they're like 17 inches tall. They're itty bitty dogs. Little dogs live a long time. Well, he's bigger than he's supposed to be. He's 23 inches tall. He weighs, I'd say, about 35 pounds now. But, like, he, in the last 6 months, he has lost a tremendous amount of weight. Ended up being allergic to chicken, which apparently these guys do in their old age. Yeah. And so we're not, yeah, that's the thing. Like, as long as my dog is happy and healthy, we're good. But most of these ones that overgrow, they're dead by like 10. And my boy is still kicking. So I'm just like, don't know what to tell y'all. And everybody else feeds. Yeah, he's on Gravy Train now. Gravy Train. It's one of the few dog foods out there that doesn't have chicken meal in it. It's all beef. Which is funny because when he was younger, I fed him Gravy Train. And we had to stop feeding into it. We had to stop feeding it to him because he got lipomas. Because Gravy Train is basically you're feeding your dog McDonald's every day of their life. And so he got lipomas that actually had to be taken off. They were so big. And so she's like, you need to put him on a healthy weight diet, blah, 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 blah. Well, and then he lost so much weight, he was like a little skeleton, and I called her, and I was just like, he's old. Can he just have Gravy Train? And she's like, as a vet, I cannot recommend a food, but I am going to say you're not exactly going to be worried about lipomas anymore. I was like, that's all I needed to know. And we got him back on it. And I had actually got him some like Old Roy topper, you know, to make it a little healthier. He didn't like it. He just wanted his Gravy Train, so that's what he gets. I was just like, all right, baby. Back on Gravy Train you go. If you get fat and you get a lipoma at this point, we don't care. But like everybody else, they feed these dogs like raw food diets. Because pancreatitis and things like that are very common. So they have to feed them very specific diets. And my dog's like, just give me the cheapest shit in Walmart. I'll be good. Yep, nope. When my boy goes down, there will be a plot under a tree on the property. And that's where he'll go. Because pet insurance also doesn't pay for cremation. I have free access to like a telehealth vet through my Walmart program, and that's who I talked to during the whole mess with his allergic to chicken and stuff, because we were like, he's getting hemorrhoids from trying to go potty so much. And I was like, can I just use witch hazel pads? And the vet I was talking to said, you know what? I have no idea. Let me ask some of the other vets. And one of the other vets came back with, yeah, I use them all the time in my practice for that. That's perfect. Because they literally had me take the video of his behind to show them. And like, if I wanted to pay extra money, I could actually get vet insurance through them. I just don't have the money for it. But the fact that I can, without paying, I can call in and be like, hey, about my dog, help. And they'll tell you, you need to take your animal to the vet. Or, no, this is totally something that can be handled at home. They cannot give you prescriptions. They cannot give you a diagnosis, but they can tell you that is something that should be seen by a vet right now. Or that's, you're fine to just wait it out, add a little yogurt to their diet type thing, like, and that's fine. That's all I needed. I just was like, is this something that I can handle at home, or do I need to take him to the vet? And she was like, no, witch hazel's fine. I was like, all right. Because I knew that they had used, this sounds really bad, I knew people used witch hazel for hemorrhoids in like horses and cows. But I did not know if it also was good for dogs or cats, or if it was like too strong. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to like burn his butt trying to help him. Well, and I knew when he got a weird bump between his toes one time, and it looked like a big huge cyst, but it was like a little harder than a cyst. And I was really confused. And on a pit bull site, this lady, because I looked for a picture that matched, and it came off of a pit bull site, witch hazel pads to take it down. And I was like, oh, brilliant. And it did. It worked in like 2 days. It was gone. Still don't know what it was, but it was gone. So she's like, our dogs get them all the time. Here, this is what we use. Our vet told us to use this. So, but I didn't know if it was going to be too strong for the skin in the behind. Because witch hazel is pretty strong. So I was going to be like, do I need to like rinse it off just a little bit before I use it, or can I just use it straight out the container? And it works for him. So now whenever he gets an itchy butt, because he's old, he gets witch hazels. He's not impressed at all. This, by the way. Dude, you guys realize my map hasn't come up once, even with the wrong airport? Because there's this one right here, okay. My map has a heart pond in the top, and then it has the 3 rivers that go up. And the airport can either line up with resident services, or it can be to the left like it is here. So I haven't even just had a bad version of my map yet. Nothing. It sounds stupid, but like, I've treated my dog. My dog hasn't had to go to the vet very often. He gets his shots and that's it. And except for the one time he had Clostridia. Oh baby, was that a whole mess. And my mom paid for that. She called up from Minnesota. Wisconsin. You guys live in Wisconsin. One of the flyover states. I don't know which one. Wisconsin. And paid for it in advance. So that he could, because they couldn't treat him without it. And so we got that done. And it was Clostridia. And so the guy at the trailer park where I was living came out, and it was winter. And he came out and brought some sort of machine thingy. I'm not that smart. A baby cat. I don't know what it was. And trenched out the dirt and like bleached it out and everything. Treated the dirt as if it was spring. And then put it all back, let it all go back down, and the snow fell on it again. Because he was just like, nope, we're not doing this. And I was just like, dude, it's the middle of winter. We don't know where he got it. Because it can stay in the dirt for up to 10 years. Like, it's nobody's fault. But somebody's dog at some point had it. And done their business on my trailer spot. So and I was just like, it's fine, it can wait till spring. And he's like, no, it can't. Yeah. So can Parvo, by the way. Up to 10 years under the dirt. That's why even if you're not in a high Parvo area, if there is any chance that Parvo may have been there at some point, always vaccinate your dogs for that. Always, always, always. But like for most of his stuff, oh, my doggy's belly is giving him fits. Okay, let's give him cottage cheese and toast. And people are like, well, aren't you going to give him pumpkin? No, I'm going to give him cottage cheese and toast. Why am I giving him cottage cheese and toast? Because Dr. Pohl said, give him cottage cheese and toast. So that's what we're doing. And look, 2 days later, my dog is fine. Cottage cheese for the biotics in it to help your dog's gut, and toast to soak up all the bile in their stomach so they stop pooping everywhere. We can do that, sir. Mm-hmm. You get vaccine for it too, right, Mara? It's also got higher protein. It's soft on their tummies. It's high protein, and the biotics in it help just as much as yogurt. Yogurt also works, but cottage cheese has a higher protein content. So you make dry toast, and oh shoot, and she's home. And this is gonna be our last one. And put cottage cheese on it and feed it to them, and they'll love it. Or you can just add cottage cheese to their dry food. They like it that way too. No, but the reason you want to get the vaccine is because of the you can't eat red meat if a tick gets you. It's not just for Lyme disease. Alright, this is our last one, guys. Oh, faster! Faster! She's in the house! She's headed to her room! Okay, it's not here. Okay, my loves, I love you very much. Thank you for being here. We will come back as soon as probably tomorrow at the 10 to the 12 to 2 thing that I do. That's funny. And it's something called, it's like Lady Blood syndrome or something. I don't even know. Anyway, okay. I love you guys. Bye-bye.